with.
I'm sorry, but in what universe is Wonder Woman blonde?
Relax, no one's gonna be looking at her hair. Oh.
Night Court Season 3 has seen declining ratings, and Roz's return in Episode 10, Pension Tension, highlights why many fans believe the main character, Abby, is the problem. Roz, a no-nonsense former bailiff, briefly returns to qualify for her pension but quickly becomes antagonistic toward most characters except Dan. This mirrors a previous guest appearance by Mayim Bialik, where a nostalgic reunion was overshadowed by an awkward storyline. A key issue is Abby's lack of decisiveness. Instead of addressing Roz's behavior directly, she passively allows the situation to escalate until she is forced to fire Roz. This pattern of indecision has been a recurring flaw throughout the season, making Abby unconvincing as a judge. Her timid nature has led to poor decision-making in both personal and professional settings, weakening her role as the series' lead. Fans hope to see her grow into a stronger leader, but by Season 3, she has become less assertive than ever. Without changes to her character, Night Court may struggle to regain its audience. Night Court Season 3's Roz return highlights fans' biggest issue with Abby. Night Court Season 3 has seen a drop in the ratings, and Roz's return as bailiff in the recent episode Pension Tension highlights why many fans of the original Night Court believe Abby is to blame. Marsha Warfield's Roz Russell previously featured twice in Night Court Season 2, establishing that she'd left the courthouse behind to become a private investigator. In Night Court Season 3, Episode 10, Roz dons her dress blues for the first time in years after learning that she's still a few days short of qualifying for her pension. After the latest season had to once again shuffle Night Court's cast of characters to accommodate India de Beaufort's exit from the show, there were already questions about whether Season 3 would keep enough viewers to ensure Night Court's Season 4 renewal. Roz isn't the first high-profile guest star this season, but guest stars can only do so much to boost Night Court's success when a number of viewers feel the main character herself simply isn't strong enough to carry a series. Roz has always been a no-nonsense character, but it isn't long into Pension Tension before she starts becoming aggressively antagonistic toward just about every character except Dan. It presents a similar problem to Night Court Season 3's appearance by The Big Bang Theory's Mayim Bialik, in which an exciting reunion between two former co-stars is quickly pushed aside to make time for discomfort. Both episodes even end similarly, with the guest in question explaining their behavior as part of an ultimately harmless ruse. But the real problem with repeating this story structure is in how Abby addresses Roz's behavior. Several Big Bang Theory stars have visited the revival of Night Court since Big Bang Theory alum Melissa Rauch landed the leading role. In short, she doesn't. After promising her colleagues that she'll speak with Roz, Abby lets herself get steamrolled into hiring Roz permanently. Rather than resolve the issue herself, Abby throws Roz an unretirement party while asking Wyatt and Julianne to come up with a solution for her. Their solution is naturally to just fire Roz, but Abby doesn't threaten unemployment until Roz aims a confetti cannon at Julianne's face. Even then, Abby waits until Roz has already pulled the trigger to fire her. But it's not that surprising, since this kind of indecision isn't exactly a recent character trait. When Night Court premiered, Abby's indecision was a little more justified. She was in a new location with new people, and the death of her father Harry had just caused her wedding to be postponed. It wasn't until the end of Night Court Season 1 that Abby finally decided between moving back home with her fiancé and staying in New York. With more time in Manhattan under her belt and her primary dilemma resolved, it would have been nice to see Abby go into Season 2 as a stronger leader. But by Night Court Season 3, she's actually become less decisive than ever. Abby is timid to such an extreme degree that it makes her unconvincing as a judge. In this season alone, Abby's lost a boyfriend because she stole Jake's cheerleading doll instead of just asking him about it, allowed Heather to ditch her baby DiGiorno in the courtroom, and helped Julianne revive a pyramid scheme to get out of telling a few women she didn't want to be friends anymore. It's unrealistic to expect any sitcom character never to have doubts or problems, but Abby is timid to such an extreme degree that it makes her unconvincing as a judge. Abby feels like two entirely different characters in and out of the courtroom. Luckily, there's a fix.